Hi guys, this is Rals. Welcome to Inside Jungle channel and welcome to a new episode about my apartment plants. Today you're not in my balcony because although it's an late afternoon and late summer afternoon, it's still very hot out there. So you are in my kitchen, on my kitchen table. Do not tell my husband, which is in the other room taking care of his aquarium, but I am doing this operation on the kitchen table. Today's episode will be about one of my new favorite plants. It's called the Mother of Thousands, and what I'm gonna do for accommodating its new little droplets. Why I call them droplets? Because that's exactly what they do. They fall down wherever they are and they are gonna try to root wherever they fall down. So why it's my new favorite plant? Because let me try to focus, please. Okay. First of all, I'm using a glove to handle this plant because it is toxic. It is toxic for humans and is it toxic for pets. So if you operate this plant, if you touch this plant without a glove, please immediately go wash your hands thoroughly with soap. Disinfect your hands. Do not put your hands to your mouth, to your eyes. You might have some unpleasant surprises. So safety first, yeah, a glove, and then you can play with this plant. Or you wash your hands right after without touching anything, anyone, and especially not your face or your mouth, yeah. So this is the original plant. This is 1 year old. No matter what I did to this plant, it just didn't thrive. I put it in the shade, I put it in the sun, I put it back into partial sunlight, into bright indirect light, as everyone says this plant likes, and still it's in a bad shape. What's amazing about it, it's still standing, and whoever said that it's impossible to kill succulent plants, well, it's not impossible, it's very close to possible, but I managed to save this one. What instead I have from this mother plant, yeah, this one, I have these two plants that are very beautiful. Look at them, how beautiful they are. Look at their leaves, look at the shape of their leaves, how beautiful and well defined it. And guess what, these two plants, this one and this one, have been at the size of their droplets. You see them? Exactly on that size, but on this plant. And guess what, where they dropped? They dropped on two of my calamansi. If you watch my previous videos, you know that calamansi is a type of citrus plant, yeah, and it's gonna give me hopefully in a few years some citrus plants. If you watch my previous videos, you know that this is how I used to water my seedlings, my citrus seedlings. So it felt right over there. It had a rough start. Look at it, how it bent, and it grew into a beautiful plant. Ah, look at them, you see, they dropped there, they dropped here, they drop there. So you don't even have to touch them, to remove them, sorry. You just have to touch them a little bit, and if they are ready, they are gonna leave the mother plant. I was about to say the mothership. They're gonna leave the mother plant and they are gonna fall down, and hopefully if they land on some soil, they will very quickly grow some roots and establish themselves there. Although they will establish quickly, so you don't have to be very worried for these little droplets. They are not gonna grow too fast, okay? They are slow growing plants, so do not expect a lot of growth in a few weeks time, because you're not gonna see it. If you're not gonna see it, do not get worried. It doesn't mean your plant did not develop roots. It's just it takes time for it to grow, yeah. So it's a slow growing plant. And now I'm gonna try to focus on the droplets. Yeah, look at them. They're very tiny tinier than my nail from my small finger, and they grew up like this. It's amazing, it's beautiful. And even the way it gives, it propagates itself, it's amazing. Look at the shape of the leaves one more time. Look at it. Nature is beautiful, nature is amazing. So if you want to play with them, if you want to propagate them, you just have to keep the mother plant alive, yeah? And provide some good drainage soil to the droplets. If you want to play even more, you can make customized pots for these droplets, because it's gonna take some time until they grow. And you can play as I did, and I use that materials super glue. I use that material air dry clay. Now I'm keeping mine in a bag, in a plastic bag, because it smells absolutely horrible. So I use some air dry modeling clay, whatever brand you can find. And why did I use the super glue? Because I used some coffee milk containers. That's all I used, yeah? So coffee milk containers, because it's a perfect size container for a droplet. You don't need to change it from this pot for a few good weeks. And from these pots you can transfer them then to larger, more normal pots. And when I say normal, I'm referring to this size pots. In a later video I'm gonna change these two mother plants. I'm gonna take them away from my calamansi, or calamondin, you might know it as by its western name. So I'm gonna take them away from my citrus plants, because I want my citrus plants to thrive. They are not. I'm gonna check the root system, and I'm gonna show you the root system of the mother of thousands versus its citrus neighbor over here. This was not intended to be a community pot, or these were not intended, these two. It just happened that they fell there, and I let them there to see how they develop. So as you can see, one of my projects over here, I started with this, I told you, some air dry clay, some super glue, and some acrylic paint. Now acrylic paint did not do so well on this clay, and I didn't play too much with it. I just wanted to give it a try to see how it would look like, if the clay would be good, if the paint will look good on the clay. Now another additional step I would do, if this would be a final pot, or if I would display this pot anywhere in my living room, what I would do, I would take a brush and give it a coating of how you call it, a layer of stone polish, the one that I'm using for my balcony brick walls. So the stone polish will protect the clay from getting humidity, because this is not a baked clay, so it will absorb water and it's gonna get soft again. So if you want to play, as you can see, I watered it and it fell over the top. It's okay. I'm gonna disinfect the table. Do not worry. Yeah. If this would be a final project, that would be the final step I would do. Now, how do you plant these little droplets? Well, I usually like to choose the most developed one from the leaves, from the mother plant. I just gently take them and place them on their pots, because we have one over here and looks nice and looks quite strong, and hopefully you can see some roots over there, you see? So the roots are hanging there. You would think that it's an air plant, but it's not. Yeah, so it needs soil. So I'm going to place it right here. Okay, so because of this tiny creature and my fingers being bigger, I need additional tools, right? Do not worry, even if you damage a little bit the root system, it's gonna grow back. I didn't intend to do that with the previous one, but it happened and damaged the root system, but it still grew. The soil has been watered already, as I told you, and I made a mess around it, because from now onwards, for a couple of weeks or maybe a week and a half, I will not water this pot. Usually with succulents, they say do not water them for 2-3 days until they establish the roots. I like to put them in soil that is moist, and after that I give them some time to establish, and then I water them again. Yeah. Okay, so first one done. I'm gonna do the same with the rest, and I will keep you posted in a few weeks. I'm gonna show you how they will look like. Now let's see from where we can take another one. Look at this one. This is also developed. Let me show you the root system that's there. I just do this, and hopefully it's gonna land. Okay, it landed okay, and that's all I'm gonna do to it. Do not touch, do not breathe, because it's gonna go upside down again. What else we can do? As you can see, this one is lighter in color a bit, and this one is darker in color. I guess it's because of the amount of light they receive. They are placed next to each other, but in front of this one there is nothing. In front of this one there is a bunch of calamansi pots. My main business on the balcony. I'm gonna take a few more from here. I'm gonna put one here. Okay, of course it's upside down. Why not? Not even upside down, but on the side. And one more here. And fix them, and that will be it. Now you will probably ask, okay, but after 2 weeks when I water them again, how will I take care of them? If you have bright indirect light, that is the awesome way. That's the most convenient way, not only for these plants but for a lot of plants, because probably you know, if you're a plant lover, that plants love sun, but they don't like burning sun. So they don't like to be burned, and they do not like extreme heat, yeah, unless we are talking about cactus or desert plants. So sorry guys, I'm doing a delicate thing over here. Yay, it's in. Whew. Okay, this is how it looks like, a flower with flowers and a plant with plants, yeah. And if I would have given it more time to this kind of pot, to this kind of arrangement, I'm sure it would have looked beautifully. Next one, maybe this one. I'm not sure if I'm still gonna play, because I don't like the clay that I have. But if I will ever play again with self-made pots. What? Okay, this one just fell from somewhere on my hand, so I didn't even know it was on my hand. If I'll ever do that again, I'm gonna do it more carefully, and I'm going to put the varnish, the polish, the stone polish that I told you about before I plant anything. Yeah, but this is just temporary for now, for a try, and to show to you how it would look like. Now, something very important: I didn't drill any holes in these coffee milk pots. Yeah, I didn't drill any holes. Why? Because I prefer to water these pots right now with a spoon. I just give them 2 spoons of water and monitor the way the plant is doing. So I don't need the water to go out, because I'm not giving it a lot of water in the first place. Yeah, so you can drill yours, but that's just gonna prevent the plant from having a bit of moist in case you forget about it. So it's up to you if you decide to drill the pot, to make a few holes, or you just carefully water it and monitor it along the way. Yeah, so these are my 1, 2, let's make it 3 mother of thousands plants. Okay, I'm not gonna show you again, that looks horrible, I'm sorry for it, and I'm sorry for showing it to you guys, but that's the truth. And this is how you propagate the mother of thousands. Basically it just propagates itself as long as it has soil underneath. And I want to show you something. Look at the beautiful shape of the leaves on the bottom of the leaves. Can you see it? It's absolutely amazing. So it has an amazing shape. It's beautiful. I never believed that it's gonna become so beautiful. From this size and this shape to this. Now your droplets, the last thing I'm gonna tell you for today, your droplets will grow tall and skinny, you may say, with a lot of length between the leaves if they do not have enough light. So that's a sign they don't have enough light. So if they don't have enough light, play around with it. Try to put them closer to a windowsill or even on the windowsill. And if they are doing good, they like the amount of light and maybe of sun they receive. If they're not doing good, play some more until you find the perfect space. But they should be like this, bushier plants. Yeah, just like this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the mother of thousands. As I told you, I didn't like it so much at the beginning. I didn't find it special, but now I truly do, and it's just a joy and a relaxation to figure it out new pots for these little baby plants and to propagate them. Yeah, and you can make your friends a lot of presents. All your friends, they can have a plant like this, because probably it's the most cheapest one to propagate. But be careful though, if your friends, they have cats, dogs, bunnies as pets, and especially if they have children, please let them know that this is a poisonous plant and it shouldn't be touched without gloves or without washing the hands right after. Yeah, so until next episode, next week, please keep your hands dirty, get yourself busy, and green thumbs to everyone. Bye bye, and over and out from my kitchen this time. Bye bye.